You know I'm stone cold and Steve Austin. You know it's big racks when I'm talking. I got that water on me like a faucet. I wear the trap till it's exhausted. These Gucci shoes, watch how you walking. Get fresh, getting dressed in the car.
What's up, man? This is the Jump Around Podcast. We jump from here there to a little bit of everywhere. And today, I got me a new guest on the show, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself, big dog.
Hey, what up, man? Some of y'all may know me as Jalen. Some people call me Remy, Chef Remy. And some people know me from TX3 Lean Code. So, look me up, search me, and you'll find out more about me.
Yes, sir. Well, they're going to find a little more about you right now, guys.
You know it.
So, let's go ahead and get a little bit of history out of the way, man. Tell me where you grew up and all that.
Yeah, man. So, Columbia, South Carolina. I went to LR, man, big Hornets, how we do it. But for a while, been down here, went to Coastal Carolina and came back, man. So, a lot of people say Columbia is small, but I ain't gonna lie, I love the city. There's great things here, and you can really grow here and be successful here as well. So it don't matter where you really at, you just gotta be able to make it happen.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into what did you call it?
The TX3 Lean Code, yeah.
TX3 Lean Code.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you, but I first saw that. The first thing I thought about, I was like, "Damn, bro, selling drink."
Nah. Hey, I thought about making a drink at one time. I thought about it.
What's the whole premise of the Lean Code?
Yeah, man. So for those who don't know, so I started a program. It's called TX3 Lean Code. So basically, as we're getting older, a lot of people gain weight, and I found myself, at one point being, a little big. So I was like, one day I'm like, I gotta get in shape, turning 30. So I kind of made a decision I wanted to be in the best shape of my life. So I ended up going to the gym for a couple of months. I had like a trainer use this gym and shit. And I was in the gym for about 4 months. I felt stronger, I thought I was doing something, but when I looked in the mirror, ain't shit changed. My body ain't changed. So, I felt, stronger, but everything still looked the same.
Never toned up.
Yeah, I never toned up. So I was like, damn.
Okay, I get
it
now.
Yeah, so it made me kind of, it put me back down, made me a little depressed. So I kind of stopped going to the gym because, I was spending bread to go there. I'm spending money to go to that gym and stuff. So I stopped going for a while. I'm like, let me do some research and figure out what the fuck going on, because ain't no way I don't worked out 3 times a week for 4 months and I ain't toned up.
Right.
So did a little bit of research, and what I kept coming to, people say abs made in the kitchen. And we always heard that shit, but nobody ever like, all right, you hear like, all right, it's about what you eat. All right. So I was like, man, I done did everything else. Let me try about what I really eat then. And so I found out that basically if you track your calories and you basically eat a lesser amount of food and you eat the right foods, you'll lose weight. So I ended up doing it, and along the way I figured out what foods were the best type of foods to eat, and I started going back to the gym, and I was eating the right foods and eating less calories, and next thing you know, I remember I was started at 215, 210 when I did that. Like, okay, got down to 200. Like, all right, got down to 190. Got stuck at 190 for a little bit because it's not a straight line. I always tell people life never a straight shot.
Right.
It's like a little roller coaster. So I got stuck at 190 for a while, and then I broke down ever since. I got all the way down to like 163. So I went from 215 all the way down to 163.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, so
So what's a good example of some of the right foods you eat in your diet?
The simple foods. Simple foods are key. So you want to eat whole food, simple food. So, you want to eat whole food. So you like your chicken breasts, but of course you don't want to be deep frying it and baking it and putting, I ain't gonna lie, man. Black people, we be doing the most with our food. We be,
fried chicken.
You can't do all that, man. And we were raised on that type of food, macaroni and all that shit. We were raised on that, and I ain't gonna lie, that's what contribute to a lot of weight gain, because we raised off that. Your mama cooking that, your grandma cooking that, but I don't think you're not supposed to eat that food every day. So we be eating all that shit every day. It must rice and gravy and all that shit. Right. That shit tastes good, but it ain't good for you. So, right now, today, if you're looking at this shit and you eating some goddamn macaroni, some yams, some rice and gravy, mashed potatoes, baked chicken, look down at your shit right now and tell me if you need to tap in or not. Because if you eating that shit and you all day big and out of breath, you can't walk up the fucking stairs and your ankles big and shit, you need to tap in with me.
That can't be for no reason.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, what I tell people all the time, I always been small, you know what I'm saying? But shit, I can eat it when I want to.
Mhm.
But I tell you all the time, I fast more than I eat nowadays.
So
You know what I'm saying?
that's a key. So that's, you said something cool just now, because that's a key part of how I transitioned to eating less. So I don't eat breakfast anymore. I don't remember the last time I ate breakfast.
There you go.
So fast, when you put your body in a fasted state, eventually it starts burning up that fat, that and using that fat as fuel.
Mhm.
So a lot of people eat breakfast, because even me, when I was working, I was going to Bojangles for breakfast, going to Zaxby's for lunch. Yeah,
you ain't supposed to eat that much.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat that much, man. If y'all go to these fast food places and you look at how many calories are in just one of those meals or combos, bro, you're blowing through your whole calorie intake for the day on one meal at a fast food restaurant.
Exactly. Man.
So
you sluggish all day.
Yeah, you sluggish all day. You forcing yourself to gain weight eating that shit, man. So I had to like really eat at home a lot more too.
So is there like a healthy way to gain weight?
Yeah. So typically you want to eat more clean proteins. So proteins is what, like you said, the chicken, your lean steak, your turkey,
Right.
Salmon, cod, clean fish. If you actually eat more proteins and, work out, you will actually build more muscle, which would, help you gain more weight, but in a healthy way. So your body will be toned up. So when you see them bigger niggas, and they all above, they eating all the protein. Yeah, they eat more protein. And so you got to think about what you eat goes into your body and fuels your body. So like I said, if you eating bullshit, you're going to look like bullshit. Yeah, you're going to look like shit.
So let me ask you this though, because I heard this and I didn't know how true it was. I mean, I just heard this from a coworker. You asked a fitness guy. He told me that there's more protein in like mixed nuts like pistachios and stuff like that than there actually is in meats. So you probably should try to eat more of that than meats.
I don't know. I don't dive in the nuts and shit. Like that. So,
goddamn.
I don't dive in the, I don't eat all that. So I have to look into that per se, but I do know that even like those type of nuts do hold a lot of calories too. So it just depends on your body goals and shit. Yeah. So I don't know. I have to look into that though.
I feel that.
Mm-hmm. So
what are some tactics in the gym people can use to get more lean versus just getting strong?
So I'll be honest with y'all. So I'm not a trainer, so I really don't focus on the actual workout portion. I really just focus on
the diet portion.
The nutrition or the lifestyle of eating. I don't like to call it a diet. I like to call it a lifestyle.
What's wrong with the word diet?
Because if you call it a diet, a lot of people do diets and they stop. Then they get that big. You ever met somebody that say, I'm on a diet, and then they off the diet?
Yeah.
So it's not
I dig that. I feel that. You're right about that.
So for me personally, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. So I just call it my new way of eating. Like I always fast. That's a part of my lifestyle now.
For sure.
I don't eat breakfast. And if I do, I must be celebrating or some shit. But it's about being consistent in your lifestyle of eating. So, because if you do a diet, even if you do a diet for a year or two, but you fall off, then you're going to end up that big.
Right, fact.
It's going to shrink your lifespan and shit. So,
I feel that. I like that. Everybody should take on to that, have a new lifestyle, not just...
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie though, you say you eat simple foods. I don't know, man, because I looked on your page.
So that's the old foods I used to cook was the big bag food. That's when I was big. That's when I was big bag. Yeah. That's when I was big.
So you gonna ever go back to the chef role or nah? Or you just doing that to serenade the ladies?
So what I do now, my friends always want me to cook for them and shit, and I used to never cook for my friends. So now, since I'm on my new lifestyle of eating, and I don't typically eat the big bag food, if they come down for a weekend or some shit, I might cook a little something different, for them or whatnot for the weekend, because, whatever. But, but eating clean, man, don't gotta be bad, because, like, even me right now, like, lately, I'm getting off of it a little bit, but I was eating steak heavy. So, like, if you eat lean steak and some veggies, you can build muscle. You can lean up by just eating steak. Like, you don't gotta eat, like, nothing bad or nasty. So, for a while, I was eating salmon and Caesar salad. It's just depending on how many calories, you just can't overeat.
Right. So what's the average calorie somebody need to take on a daily basis?
To lose weight, it depends on your age, your height, and also your fitness level, how much fitness you're doing. So if you're not really fit, you're gonna want to consume a little bit of calories. If you are fit, you got a range to consume a little bit more because you're active and you're burning more calories too.
Right.
So it depends on the range. So
is that basically what your program does? Help you figure all that out and get you on the right path?
Right. So that's what the program does. I basically break down the websites you can go to figure out your calorie range. Basically right now I'm working on the second part of the ebook, is what's telling you what type of foods you need to be looking for in the grocery store. Right. So that's the second part that I'm working on right now. But I can go ahead and tell y'all, if you just go on Google and type in calorie calculator, and it'll ask for like your height, your age, and how, your fitness activity level. And it'll tell you how many calories you need to consume per day to actually lose weight. So I call that the magic number. So in my ebook, I call that the magic number. Once you know your magic number and you start tracking what you eat, you can mathematically calculate if you're going to lose weight or not. It's a science, it's math. Like, that's how simple it is. So when you look on back of the snacks and food and they got that nutrition label, right, they got that for a reason, because it shows you how many calories are in it and how many calories per serving is in that particular food item.
I got you.
Yeah, so it really can go deep, but when you really get into it, it's actually kind of simple.
It's simple but deep.
Yeah. So,
I ain't never think of it like that, because I always tell people I don't practice like
because you smile, you don't got to.
Yeah, I don't got to. But I don't eat what I want every day. Like, I do kind of live it myself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you naturally kind of do that. But some people, they just eat whatever they feel like when they feel like it, and they ain't how it's supposed to.
Like, honestly, bro, I only eat like most days. I eat like once or twice a day. Like full meal once or twice a day. Mm-hmm. Like, days I'm not doing nothing, just chilling, I'm only gonna eat probably one time. But days, like, because I do construction, so days I gotta work, I probably eat twice a day. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm active with lifting pipes and shit. Yeah. Your body get tired, need the energy back. But I also try to watch what I eat too. Like, you gotta. Once a week, I treat myself to something good. I don't give a fuck what it is, but after that, I gotta let my body burn that off.
And that's how I typically do it now too. So since I am at my goal weight, now I got a little more room to, play around. So I can go on the weekends and drink, eat some bullshit, and But I also know the science behind, if I did gain weight, I know how to always bring it back down. And that's another thing why the ebook is so important, because a lot of people, they don't know how. They don't know how to lose weight. They think just because they go into the gym that the weight gonna fall off, and it's not that. Yeah, it's not that. It don't
work like that.
It don't work like that, because I done met people going to the gym, then I see what they eating after the gym as a post meal. I'm like, bro, you just went to the gym for no reason. You just wasted your time.
Pretty much, yeah. You be strong as a bitch, but you still
you're strong, but you're gonna be big. You still have the big back. So yeah, man.
So question, man, I see you do real estate as well, right?
Yeah, a little. Yeah, I'm dabbling in a little bit. Yeah.
So you still do that? So what you gonna, that like a side thing for you?
So it's slow and steady, man. So with the real estate thing, basically my first property I bought was a duplex. So with the duplex, this was back in around 2020. So this is before prices got high. Prices high as well. But I basically bought a duplex. Before I bought the duplex, I used to do a lot of research on real estate and stocks in college. That's all I would really research. So they got this website for real estate. It's called biggerpockets.com. So that's the website I used to gain a lot of the knowledge I learned about real estate. And they was always saying, the best thing to do is called house hacking. So when you buy a duplex or a multifamily, you live in one side and you rent out the other side. And so getting into real estate, you definitely do want to, do some research and, talk to somebody who really know about it, because I ain't gonna lie. When I first got back down here, I was trying to buy a property, but I lost like $2,500.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. I lost like $2,500 on my first deal. I was trying to lock up. I remember I was working with a realtor. It was an older property, and basically he was saying, it's a good property, it's in a good area. I think it was in a good area, but it was an older area.
Yeah.
And since I'm new, low key, I shouldn't be trying to lock up something that need a lot of work, because I don't even know nothing about how much work it really need,
Right.
or whatnot.
It's a lot of X factors.
Right. And he not the one actually buying it. He just selling it, helping me get it.
Right.
So I kind of needed to do a little bit of my own due diligence. And so I ended up trying to lock up the property. I had put down what they call earnest money. And once I seen like that, really it was too much work for me to do, I had to back out of the deal. And when you back out of a deal, after you put down your earnest money, they give you like a certain amount of time to back out. And if you go past that time and then try to back out, they take your earnest money, and I think they can actually sue you or something too.
Yeah.
So I went through the process and I waited past that time where they allowed me to back out. Yeah, I was still saying move forward. But then when it finally clicked, I think I had talked to my family, and my family was like, oh, hell no, don't get that. And then I had realized how much work it needed, and I was like, nah, they might be right. Because sometimes I ain't allowed to do a lot of stuff, on my own, but I was like, nah, they right. This shit do need a lot of work. So I ended up backing out, and they took my $2,500, bro. So yeah, I think that was just down the drain. Yeah, but back then, I was like, man, my heart broke. So, I already know. Everybody, family looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, oh, you just lost $2,500. Like,
They ain't gonna little bit of money.
Yeah, they ain't a little bit of money. So it's a journey, man. And like I said, life not a straight line. Shit not always straightforward, but you live and you learn. As long as you don't give up, you can always reach your goal. So even after that, basically, I took some more time to research, and I switched realtors because I wasn't fucking with him no more because he had a lot of money. Yeah, I wasn't fucking with him no more. So I found me somebody else, and I was telling her my plans of what I was trying to do. And fortunately enough, she got what I was trying to do, and she actually helped me find my first property and my first home, my first duplex, which which I ended up getting. And like I said, I basically ended up getting it. It already had tenants in it.
Mm-hmm.
So tenants was in there long term, and I just moved in to the other side, and basically the tenants rent was paying majority of my mortgage. So I was able to save up a lot of money by not having a big living expense, because rent and shit like $1,100, $1,200, $1,300, $1,400.
That's clutch though.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
If what's the best advice you can give somebody that's trying to get into real estate?
My best advice is to go on biggerpockets.com, man. It's a community of investors on there that once you sign up, you can actually talk to these people. They got articles, like the whole website is about real estate.
Right.
And you can actually connect, I think, with people in Colombia or in whatever area you're in. They have like certain little forums where you can, meet people that's local. Yeah. Or you can probably, go to your local RIA meetup or whatnot. But like I said, the best advice, save your money. Make sure you get your credit clean if your credit messed up, because they're going to look at that, of course. You're going to be able to get a good interest rate.
Yeah.
Like I said, I do think prices are high right now, but, just, connecting with people, connecting with realtors. And I would say find somebody who's experienced. Find a realtor who isn't also an investor, somebody who done did it before, so that way when you tell them what you're trying to do, they can kind of guide you in the right direction.
Right, they know what time it is.
Yeah, versus somebody who never really did it, they just gonna try to sell you a house no matter what. Gotcha. But that would be my best advice. Save your money, network, talk to realtors, find out who's a realtor and investor. Get on biggerpockets.com, do your research, and go from there. And just express your interest in real estate to people. So you never know who might know something.
All right, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me a little bit about this hop I seen on your page.
Oh, that's my boy, Spend the Night. Yeah, man.
What's that?
My boy, he's in Charlotte. His name's Zach the Barber, y'all. So if you look him up on Instagram, it should be Cuts by Zach. I think he used to go by Zach the Barber. I don't know. Let me see which one he going by now. But
Yeah, we good.
All right.
Oh yeah, Zach the Bar with a spin the night. What's the app about?
So basically, the app. Let's see. I want to make sure I ain't lying. Yep, Zach the Barber. So Zach the Barber _ and the app is called Spin the Night. SPIN the Night app.
Oh, Spin.
Yeah, spin. But it sounds like spin, you know, and that's why you got like that. So the app, basically, he made this app basically to kind of help people make a decision on what to do for the night or what to do for the weekend. So I don't know if y'all ever,
shit.
So I don't know if y'all ever, you know, been like, oh, what's the move for the weekend? Or where should we go to eat? What kind of activities we should do? So right now, I know for sure the app is based in Charlotte, but I know he's also going to be getting like Atlanta, DC, and trying to hit all these areas. So when you go to these areas, you get on the app, and it's like a slot machine, and you spin the slot machine, and it gives you 3 different ideas on where to go, where to go to eat, and also where to go to, you know, do some type of activity or something. So you can kind of select what kind of activity or
that's dope as hell.
Yeah, so if y'all ever got time, definitely check it out. I know he's going down to Invest Fest coming up this month as well. So down in Atlanta. So
okay. I might download that myself.
Yeah, check it out, man. And so, you know, he's still working on it, still trying to, you know, get it up and popping, but I know he's going to be at Invest Fest this, at the end of the month, try to, you know, make some connections and network down there.
For sure. Yeah. And, you know, it's Apple and iPhone, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Android.
Yeah. Definitely.
Sure, man. Y'all go download that app. I'm going to download it.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
All right, so what's like the biggest misconception you see people when it comes to changing their lifestyle on eating?
The biggest misconception?
Because I feel like it's that if you eat a salad all the time, you'll be okay.
You might be right. Yeah. So I guess the biggest misconception would be
or fucking drinking a Diet Coke.
Yeah. I guess it go back to not knowing that calorie number that your number, your magic number. So like I said, when you go to that calorie calculator on Google, it tells you how many calories you need to be consuming to actually lose weight.
Right.
So I guess not actually tracking what you're eating. So like you said, you think, oh, because you ate a salad or you just ate light for that one day, you good, you know, but you got to actually track these numbers. Right. So you know what the fuck going on, how much you're intaking for real. Because the smallest little thing you could be doing every day could throw you off. So like you said, like with those nuts have a lot of calories in them, you know. So you sitting there snacking on nuts throughout the day, you could actually, that could throw you off. Yeah, that could throw you off.
Damn, so it's just that technical.
Yeah, that could throw you off. Or if you always drinking a sweet tea, at some point in the middle of the day, you be eating 3 salads, but you drinking a sweet tea at the end of the day. It could, depending on what your magic number is, because everybody's number is different for what they're trying to do. So yeah, that could throw you off. Yeah.
So is it just you by yourself, or you got like if somebody was to find your Instagram, hit you up, would they be in contact with you or a team member? Or?
So right now, they would be in contact with me. But I do have my 2 friends that's helping me out, you know, grow and curate the business and whatnot. So what I'm getting into now, which I'm actually just started this month, I'm doing accountability coaching. So basically, I'm trying to establish a network where I can actually talk to people every day and help them track what they're eating every day. Because sometimes people need help, man. Right. Because, you know, it's easy to do it. It's hard to do it by yourself. Sometimes you need that partner.
Right.
So I'm trying to start so I'm trying to start a program. Like right now, I got 5 people that I'll be coaching and in contact with every day and checking in with them and seeing what they eat every day. Because that way I can help them make adjustments and help them make the changes that they need to actually guarantee that they lose weight.
For sure.
So so that's what I've been doing today, trying to check in on everybody. Now I still got to do that when I leave today. So I'm gonna have to make some phone calls. So that's gonna be like that's gonna be not the end all be all, but that's gonna be a big part of the program that I'm trying to curate. So I'm trying to create like a community, man. So, you know, like I said, it's gonna be a lifestyle. So where
Right.
you can be connected with other people who trying to do the same.
So
shit.
that's like the next big goal is like to have a big community.
Yeah,
I got you.
yeah. Have everybody eating, you know.
Yeah,
healthy,
everybody,
yeah.
right? Because everybody should be fit. Everybody want to have that summer body, go to the beach looking
Mhm.
good. Hey, and I can tell y'all for a fact, y'all go on this man Instagram and look, he got photos of people's transformations. I was like, damn, hey, buddy, like, you got right. You know what I'm saying? So it's legit. If y'all want to get right, holler at me. Matter of fact, go ahead and tell the folks where they can find you, how they can get in touch with you, and all that good stuff.
You on point. But y'all can tap in with me, man. It's TX3 Lean Code on Instagram. So TX3 Lean Code on Instagram, or if you just go to my page, Chef Remy J on Instagram, you'll see the link in there for the Spend the Night app and the TX3 Lean Code as well.
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
For sure. And don't get confused by the big bag photos of the food. I know it's good, but if y'all want to play, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, I appreciate you coming through, man. For sure.
You know,
man. We're gonna get you back in probably another time. Man, when next time Shannon doing her job?
That's what I think me and my homeboy was talking about that. I was like, man, Shannon definitely need to do one of those again, but we need to get. I
do it on the weekend, man.
But
I be busy through the week.
But the last time I heard about it, it was like last minute. I was like, man, Shannon low key might need a little promo team. I said, I see why people. I see why the DJs and stuff be having promo teams, because you got to really get that word out and stuff, man. But we do need to tap in with her and see what she has next.
Need to do it on like a Saturday.
Yeah,
so I can actually make it.
Yeah.
Last time she was like, it was like on Thursday. I was like, I'm not even gonna be in town.
Right.
Nah, we definitely need to tap in with her. But y'all tap in with my boy and make sure y'all get fit. A 6-pack for something.
And tap in with my boy Reese Alexander too. So if you need some custom clothes, he from the Met. Y'all probably heard of him before. But if you go on Instagram too to Reese Alexander, he can get you some custom fits if you're into fashion or whatnot too. So
custom fits, like
custom fit.
You make what you want.
Yeah, he make it. You make it.
Shit, but you gotta lock in.
Yeah, you make it. You make it.
Hey man, we got to get them in here. About you right now, man. But this has been the Jump Around Podcast. We appreciate y'all coming through. Peace.
Hey, I'm on the grind. I'm trying to get mine. Rock black shades, thinking I'm blind. Fam said slide.